Hampshire will be playing their cricket in the second division of the LV County Championship again next year after they were beaten by 122 runs by Essex in Southampton, in spite of an inspired performance from their captain Jimmy Adams. Hampshire knew at the start of the day, after Yorkshire's 3-day victory over Glamorgan, that nothing other than a win would keep their own promotion dreams alive, but they had an awful lot to do. They resumed on 73 for 3 in pursuit of a target of 425 to win, a total which had never been chased down at this ground before. Yet, for a large part of the morning session, it appeared that they were going to give it a jolly good go, with Liam Dawson playing attractively after beginning the day on 25. He reached his 50 after half an hour of play in the morning. A 2 through mid-wicket off Tom Craddock got him there off just 66 deliveries, 7 of which he'd hit to the boundary. He clearly hadn't given up hope just yet. Nor Adams. He's had a terrific second half of the season and is arguably the in-form opening batsman in the country, yet one who makes few headlines outside his own county. His half-century here was reached with his 5th 4 of his 93rd delivery. As has been the case for much of the summer at the Ageas Bowl, a pitch which was almost indistinguishable from the rest of the square at the outset has got better to bat on as the days passed by, and there was little threat from the Essex attack, which was missing the injured Maurice Chambers, as these two batsmen, now with their eyes well set, were able to bat with a lot of comfort. Their partnership was building nicely, as it needed to after this pair had come together with their side out of it seemingly on 23 for 3 after a long day in the field on Thursday. It appeared that the only chance of a wicket was if one of the batsmen got themselves out, and as Dawson approached 100, he nearly ran himself out. Had he survived to lunch, then who knows what may have happened, but crucially, just before the break, Dawson gave Ryan Ten-Doeschate half a chance off his own bowling, one he gleefully accepted. Dawson had gone for 90 to end a 4th wicket partnership on 160, and so now it was even more down to Adams to see if he could get the job done. He obviously needed someone to match the efforts of Dawson, but there was plenty of batting still to come. Unfortunately for them, 3 wickets were lost in the space of 13 balls to effectively end any chance Hampshire had. James Vince nicked Reece Topley behind on 15. Sean Irvine went in the same way off Ten-Doeschate for 4 in the next over. And Michael Bates went second ball when he played on Ten-Doeschate to leave Hampshire on 213 for 7. So Hampshire were 7 down and only halfway to their target, and the writing was now on the wall for them. Essex's victory bid was held up by Adams and David Balcombe, who were able to add 27 more runs for the 8th wicket, but it was way too little, too late for them. So Adams must have had mixed feelings as he thumped a ball backward of square to go to his superb century. That was his 13th 4 from the 190 balls he'd faced by now, but he will have known that his efforts were all in vain. It was still a magnificent effort. He soon lost Balcombe, who'd made 13 when he was bounced out by Graham Napier, who then bowled James Tomlinson 3 balls later to leave Hampshire's last pair needing to get 185 runs to keep their 4-day season alive. Incredibly, Adams still gave it a go. He deposited Craddock for a maximum, and he then went after Topley. His placement and timing were exemplary. No one could deny that he's led brilliantly from the front, and by the time this innings was ended, he'd moved to within 40 runs of 1,000 in the championship this summer. He averages in excess of 50 in a season where opening against a new ball has never been easy. Hampshire probably lost out on promotion when they went down to Leicestershire recently. Then their last pair put on 168, and with David Griffiths now starting to put bat to ball with good effect, there might have been just 1 or 2 who dared to dream. These two took their partnership to 62. But then Griffiths moved too far across his stumps and lost his middle pole to Topley. Hampshire were all out for 302, with Adams carrying his bat with 139. So Essex won by 122 runs to take 19 points. The 4 that Hampshire earned was just not enough for their aims. They are now 24 points behind the promotion places, which means that they need maximum points and hope that others don't get any at all. Only one team all summer has picked up maximum points from a match, and none in Division 2.